Alright guys, we're here with my Toro Timemaster 30-inch mower. I picked it up used it 3 times, and the Briggs and Stratton that was on it blew up. So here I am today, new engine, and it's working pretty swell. The Briggs and Stratton that comes on these are known for having a whole slew of problems. So I'm not totally surprised it only went out probably 300 or 400 hours, but there's no set known number of hours. I did buy it off someone I knew. It was very well maintained. It's just, I guess, common failure for this mower from what I've read online. So there's been a lot of questions on what new motors can go on top of these mowers. So I just bit the bullet and bought the Kawasaki FJ180V off of eBay. Super cheap. I picked it up for $200 shipped to my door, which I don't even know how they make money. So took that. It was somewhat bolt-in. If you're handy, you can probably do it yourself. But I'm going to show you guys today what I did in order to make this work. This motor is pretty much bolt-on. The bolt pattern of the engine matches up with the old Briggs and Stratton. The only nuances with that was that the holes for mounting didn't come threaded, so I had to use a drill and tap kit to tap all the holes and ensure that they threaded in nicely, and I used permanent Loctite because I hope this never comes out again. That and this thing obviously is going to shake quite a bit because it is a lawnmower, so that was the first challenge. Then I had to get the mower mounted back onto the chassis and put the belts on. Another issue that I ran into was the shaft is a little too small to use with the pulley that comes with this mower. You can buy adapter plates on Amazon, not plates, but there are collars that you can buy on Amazon, and I was able to sleeve the collar and bolt the old pulley to it, and had, so far I've mowed my lawn about 6 times and haven't had any issues with it. So something else you may notice is that this gas tank is not the factory location for it. It actually comes right here, but it gets in the way of this, and this is nice to adjust the handle for storage, and I wanted to keep that. So what I did is I just took a really thick plate of aluminum, drilled a couple holes, and mounted them to the side. It doesn't seem to shake too bad and doesn't seem to cause any issues, so I'm going to keep it in this location. And then I just plumbed the fuel line directly to the carburetor. One thing I wish I had done is opted to put a inline fuel filter and an inline on-off switch, but that's definitely something I'm going to do for the future. But for now, it's just going to have to stay the way it is. One other thing with these Kawasaki motors is that they come with an adjustable speed control on the carburetor, so it's an inherent problem as the time cutter does not have that capability. So what I did was I just built off the bracket I used for the gas tank and raised it up, put it in line, just so I could have the full adjustment and full range of the carburetor. And that works pretty well. What's also nice about this mower is it comes with easy access fuel filters. Change everything. And the oil filter. This particular engine does come with an oil filter, and boy is this engine so much quieter than the Briggs that was on it. So you can definitely tell it runs smoother, has a quieter muffler, and it seems to be relatively easier to start than the Briggs. Other things that you'll need to do is the wiring for the kill switch. Obviously it's a slightly different location. I found a ground spot I could use located on the mower engine. Utilize that and just ran it all the way back up to the kill switch at the top. So it works for me. There's probably different ways you could do it. Just make sure you keep all the wires clear of anything that's really hot so you don't melt the insulation and then you have a ground. You can't figure out why it doesn't stop. So the start or stop or whatever, whichever one. So another thing I added, and I opted to do this optionally, was this. It's a very cheap Amazon style hour counter, and it measures RPM as well. Not so sure how accurate the RPM meter is. They just say to wrap a few coils. I'd rather use something a little better than that, but it's mainly bought it for the hour meter just so I can track how long the engine's been running for and track maintenance intervals. Largely I only do about a 1/3 acre lot and I mow every week, so maintenance maybe once a year.